almost had further computer problems which would have cancelled the stream. I am not okay. I'm going to push through tonight simply because Mario Golf is kind of a relaxing, silly game. However, I am not mentally okay. I have just had a massive vent to my poor cousin Ken, who has had to sit there whilst I cried on his shoulder. Almost literally. I am so not okay that I don't want PCs to exist anymore. And I know that that may come as quite a big thing for a lot of people, but I am that far gone. I am not kidding. The old PC, which I am using to stream, decided it did not want to use or figure out where the Elgato was. I had to reset the computer 3 fucking times to get it to recognize the Elgato. And then the webcam lost face tracking. And again, this is on the old PC. This has got nothing to do with the still non-functional new PC, man. Which, by the way, is even more fucked up than I thought it was. Because there's just no way of telling what the fuck is wrong with it now. Still the same issue, but now it's even worse. Cousin Ken, you're gonna make me cry. Anyway, hi everyone. Skylar Stardrift. Sorry to start this off on a sour note, but I am not okay, and I want you guys to know that, because one of the things that I want to be clear on, or that I want to make sure you guys are aware of, is that I am completely and brutally honest with you. I don't care if I look vulnerable. That's what that entire video was about, that I made about my mum. That was me being vulnerable. I want to be vulnerable, because I want to be... Funny that I should say that as a furry character, but I want to present myself as a human being with real emotions, you know? Anger is an emotion, sadness is an emotion. So... yourself is a good way to put it, Papa Links. That's a very good way to put it. Also, where am I? There I am. Well, may as well do this whilst I'm talking. Sorry, there's no chat up, I don't think. Maybe there is, I don't know. But, yeah. When you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning on a weekday, and you look at yourself and you go, I don't know if I want to continue this anymore. And you don't want to reach out to anyone because you don't want to bother them. You try to reach out to someone and then you just can't bring yourself to. So you sit there and you suffer in silence for an entire hour because you can't go back to sleep because your body won't let you. That's not good. The PC problems that I have been having have basically become all-encumbering. Like, it's all I talk about now. I can't talk about anything else. There's nothing else going on in my life aside from this PC problem. And I'm starting to wonder if it's driving people away. I mean, as it is on Cousin Kin's stream the last couple of weeks, I'm sorry, Cousin, I'm gonna put this out there. Like, at one point during the stream, I'm bringing up the PC. At one point or another. And I'm bringing it up and I'm saying, I don't want to fucking talk about it because it pisses me off. But here it is, I'm bringing it up. That pisses me off. And it upsets me gravely. That this is all I can come up with. Because there's nothing else to talk about. I'm hoping that one day I will be able to tell you guys exactly what's going on and give you a full fucking rundown of it. Because it really is just the biggest bunch of baloney bullshit that I have ever bear witness to. I will never build a computer again. I'm saying this now. And I've had to have a quite difficult talk with Cousin Ken before streaming about just the fact that I am one minor inconvenience away from pulling the plug at this point in time. And I hate that I have to say that. But I am so tired. And that's not even the right word. I don't know what the right word is. It's not frustrated, it's not tired. Fed up is probably the best way I can put it. And I hate that. I want to keep going. But I'm not sure if the universe wants me to keep going. And that's how I feel. And I'm not going to get into... I don't think I should get into much more on the specifics as to why or how I feel that way. At least not at this point in time, maybe. All I know is that if I sit here and talk about the computer, it just makes me frustrated, it makes me upset, and the computer gets 3 meters closer towards the window of being thrown out. So, Alan Valon, you're not exactly wrong. Except I've been feeling this way for a month. More than a month now. At least I got the video done. That's the main thing. I'm sorry to start this off on a sour note. So, I will say this now. And I don't know how else to say this. I'm not calling it quits. At least not yet. But if this has been frustrating for you or upsetting to you, you are not obligated to stay. You are welcome to leave. And I won't think any less of you for that. I am sorry that I have not been the best person to be around at this particular point in time. And I don't think my comments about my PC are going to stop anytime soon until this stupid problem resolves itself, or I end up selling the entire fucking computer. And I am very close to doing so, because I don't know where else I can go from here. I appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate the fact that so many people already have shown up to this silly little stream that I didn't even announce this morning on social medias. Because normally I post, hey, I'm going to be live tonight, you know? I didn't do that today. That's where my mind is. That's how messed up it is at the moment. So, every now and then, I suppose there are going to be difficult topics that have to be brought up on the stream, and this is one of those times. I also hate that it's here in this silly little golf game that is supposed to be silly and fun. So, I think we should get back to it. Hi everybody. Welcome to Silly Golf Game. Silly golf game called Mario Golf. Also, I need to change my position. And then turn it back on. That would help. Alright. So I wasn't sure if we should play Mario Golf with the N64 or the Game Boy Color at this point in time. Excuse me. Considering the fact that we're at that awkward moment now, I think, where we're too underleveled to play Mario Golf for the N64, and we're too underleveled to play for the Game Boy Color version, but I'm kind of locked in on the Game Boy Color version. I think I'm locked into playing the Peach tournament, and it's like, uh-oh. I don't want to do that. So, I guess here we are. This is probably the best way I can think of to grind right now. So, yeah. Anyway, hi Dark Cooper Patrol, hi Papa Links, hi Alan Valon, hi Delimited. Cousin Ken, thank you for the subscription. Don't know if you're still around or not, but I appreciate it. Hi everybody. Sorry to be a downer. I'm probably going to be apologizing all stream, to be honest. Okay, so I already brought my character over. I wasn't sure. I have reset this thing several times to make sure things are working, so... in between streams, I should also point out that in between streams, I have been, uploading my character back to the Game Boy Color version, so I'm gaining the experience points. However, it's a bit hard to see that in the game itself. Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64 does a terrible fucking job of showing you your character stats. Anyway, let me catch up with chat. Hi. What issue? You would not believe me if I told you. Alan Valon, you would not believe it. Like I said, I would love to tell everyone about it someday and have a good laugh about it, but right now, it's not a laughing matter. Jesus effing Christ, it's just overall shite. It's worse when basically the backup PC, which is the old PC, is basically failing. And, yeah. I do apologize to Cousin Ken, because Cousin Ken just bore the brunt of it there. So, I do apologize to him. And then he comes out here and fucking subscribes to me. Fucking hell. Yeah. I'm not bothered by the talk of tech issues, but that's possibly because I have in the last year contemplated throwing my computer out of window due to issues twice. Yep, it's been a daily occurrence for me for the past month and a half. Last time it took about that long for me, my GPU had somehow corrupted and had to be manually updated. Sounds similar to what I'm having. I'm having GPU problems as well. I don't even know if they're GPU problems anymore. All I know is that the particular issue that I have seems to be isolated to this very room that I'm streaming from. Which fucking sucks. Instead of even indicated that. 4, message me whenever you need to. I appreciate that, Delimited. Hi, Crimson. You just missed a nearly 20-minute talk about my computer problems. I am not okay, to say the least. Can't say for sure that I would be much help, but I'm always open to anyone that wants help. I appreciate that, thank you. Hi Retro Wolf, welcome on in. I'd help more while I could, but I just simply don't have the energy with my own issues. I get that. Crimson, I understand. I saw your van post last night. You're my twinsies. Works alright in other rooms? Yes! It's been working all week last week in another room. I am not kidding. No issues whatsoever. This fully explains why 2 fucking repair shops couldn't find any problems with it. It doesn't solve my issue though. Anyway.
Okay, let's go.
Thought that said 1 birdie medal, and I know for a fact that I had more than that. Excuse me, microphone, you're kind of in my way, and I can't see the full fucking screen. Move a little bit. Could be something like too much EMI or something. What's EMI? Now explain that for someone who has 1 brain cell. Oh dear. Now, might check the voltage of your room outlets. You may have an electrical issue. That's the only thing I can fucking think of. But if I'm having electrical issues, then this computer should also be having problems. And this computer should also be having problems if it's connected to fucking Nintendo 64 or PlayStation 3 using the same power board. Or the monitors or anything else. Not to mention, of course, that it's not just the power board. It is also every wall socket in my room seems to be having the same problem. So it's not related to the power board. It's related to the wall sockets. And I've tried the 2 wall sockets that are right next to the computer, and neither of them work. Yeah, I can plug this thing into the office. Works fine. No issues. Stays up 3 fucking days. Like, what? You fail in 15 minutes in here. And I don't think it's a heating issue now. Because I'm pretty sure that although the office is colder overall, it has significantly worse airflow than this. Extension cord from another room or another circuit to your room. I don't know how possible that is. And that's not a long-term solution either. I need a long-term solution. 1 socket upline that's damaged, it will fuck with everything down the line. So I'm currently chatting with Bixel about things, help us on the way. I appreciate that, cousin. It's just a testing mechanism, not meant to be a long-term solution. I mean, if it's literally working in another room, then I know for a fact that it's gonna work in another room. Like, and it's not just 1 room, I've tried 2. And it didn't fail in 2 rooms. It didn't fail in the living room, and it didn't fail in the office. And that was with 2 monitors, which is what I'm using, everything. Like, I created the scenarios exactly, and it didn't fail. But I know for a fact, as soon as I plug it into my room here, it will fail within 15 to 30 minutes. No questions. And I don't have a voltage tester, which is another problem in and of itself. And I've also already spent $300 on repairs on this thing. $200 on repairs for a problem that hasn't even been resolved. And $100 for a problem that I caused that I shouldn't have caused. Anyway, I'm getting way too into this, and it's been 25 minutes already, so how about we get started with, I identify as a problem. Hi Bixel, welcome on in. Sorry, phone, what was that noise? Sorry, my phone just made the most random noise as though I voice activated it. I'm like, what? Anyway. Tournaments. I kind of feel like we should play another tournament. And I think we should also do get character, but I don't think we can play against Wario. Wario has a drive of, what is that, 250? Yeah, that's 250. They go up in increments of 10s. So, I don't think we can challenge Wario.
Here I am.
We tried that last time, and it didn't work out too well. But what I might do is I might do a tournament on the Koopa Cup. And then I might do some get characters against Plum, Charlie, Peach, and Baby Mario. It doesn't get me anything, but it would get me a ton of experience points. And I kind of feel like that's probably what I need to do. No, you kind of just finished talking about it, but can I ask for a very quick summary, or would you like to potentially chat later instead as well? Bixel, would you mind if I chatted to you later? Please. The reason I asked is if this PC is drawing less power than the other one, it would be mostly fine unless something starts drawing more. So, in saying that, I will say, this PC does draw less power. However, I also didn't have problems for 6 months. Should I make a little DM group? Cousin Ken, if you can. And what I can do is I can send the messages that I sent to Cousin D. Bixel, I apologize. If that happens, you are about to receive a fucking essay. And a half. Okay? Just warning, I am going to give you an essay. Later is fine, hit me up on Discord whenever, or pester Kin to make that happen. Time doesn't matter if it's a wiring issue. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Something must have given way, and it must have given way overnight. That is literally the only thing now that I can think of. Was already got my reading glasses on. Catch me in via landline or bulletin board system. I also accept other obsolete communication mechanism. Anyway, let's see how we can go with the Cooper Cup. I did try to get the birdie medals on the Toad Highlands Cup, but I didn't do too well. But I'm hoping we can get a few here. I think I should be alright. Now I gotta get back into the swing of things. Ha 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 ha! That's a pun. You know, that's not a bad shot, considering it's been over a week. I'll take that. Yes, Pixel, I will message you later, alright? Appreciate it. And I agree with Alan Valon's suggestion too, like, I think I'm going to have to call in an electrician. And if that doesn't solve the problem, then I don't know what will. Alright, so this is directly against me. If I club up, that's going to be way too much. I'm going to go right over it. And if I club up and don't swing full, then I'm still going to go way over it. This is my best bet. Oh, fuck. Am I even going to make the green on that? Well, they're clapping, so I made it. Also, by the way, how's the audio? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear the game okay?
Nice on.
Let me know if you can't. Too much? Ah, you son of a biscuit. Too much. Well,
Nice
it's not a birdie, but I'll take the par.
All right.
It's better than nothing, I suppose. Clear over game and game is fully audible. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Always stresses me out because it's very different to the tests that I do. Because every time I start streaming, I stream and do a little test recording, and it sounds okay to me, but then I start actually streaming and it's completely botched. Botched?
Nice shot.
Botched. I wanted to say botched and something else. I don't even remember what that word was. That's in the rough. That's not... Oh, I didn't realize this was a par 5. Oops. I should have been power shotting. Oh well, never mind. It's an early hole. I don't mind. It's an early hole, and I think we should be able to get this in 3. Bosh, kind of fits. I also want to say too, like, look, I know I keep bringing it up. See, this is the problem that I'm talking about. But I also want to say too, I appreciate people's patience with me as well, whilst I'm getting these problems sorted. You know, now I'm kind of glad that I didn't go full power, because that was pretty good. Green's pretty flat. Also, I'm pretty sure this course and ooh, that curved. I know this course, Cooper Park, and I think Toad Highlands were released in Mario Golf... Oh, what's the name of the 3DS one? What is the name of the 3DS Mario Golf game? Because I know that they released Cooper Park, and I think Toad Highlands is DLC in that. I forget what it's called, though. I have not touched that game since, like, around the time when it came out. Also, wow, they promised so much DLC, and they didn't follow up on it. It felt like we were supposed to get an entire new page of additional characters, and we got, like, 2. So you scroll to the next page of characters, and it looks like shit, because there's nothing there. Stream software can be a sour soup sometimes. Considering everyone here has asked other questions about it, pretty sure you're not bothering everyone. Well, I hope not, because it feels like I am. It's literally become my identity for the past month. And it gets worse with every considerable day.
Nice on.
Which is also weird because now I'm playing a game that is invoking conversation, and that's all I can talk about. I mean, unless I want to talk about work. And I don't think I should bring that up. The one thing that I am thinking of. Because it was the most interesting thing that happened all day. Go in, go in, go in, you son of a bitch. Fine.
Nice par.
I think we're going to be parring a lot on this one. So, the weather, huh? It was cold today. And I was not expecting it. It was fairly warm last night, or at least it felt warm last night. So when you lose with it regularly, you can safely ignore those brain worms. They don't know shit. Well, it gets harder and harder to ignore them. The longer an issue.
Nice on.
I have to go with a middle putt. And I know this is gonna curve. That's too much. Yep. In? In.
Nice par.
I mean, at least I haven't fucked anything up yet.
All right.
At least I'm consistent. You know, I got so excited, like, after... Was it after the last time I streamed this, or before the last time I streamed this? Because I was on... I think it was after, and I was doing my character. It might have even been after the last time that I streamed this. And I was uploading my character back to the Game Boy Color game to get the experience points. And then I noticed that there was a replay function on the Game Boy Color. And I got hella excited because it saves your last 5 replays of your best shots, like your birdies and stuff. And I was like, wait, I'm in the Nintendo 64 menu.
Oh, too bad.
It saves your replays from the Nintendo 64? How does that look? So, I opened a replay and it like had the Game Boy Color graphics and everything like that. It took me 2 minutes to realize that was a replay on the Game Boy Color version. Because of course, it does not save or send your replays from the Nintendo 64 version. That would be silly. Not to mention insane for the time. That does not happen. I was so excited and then I was like, oh, actually, that's... damn. Okay. 17, huh? Too much? Not enough. Not even close to enough, wow. On an unrelated note, I cast sudden awareness that your bones are soggy. Is that why they keep breaking? Not cool, slightly less cool, but still. Like, it's cool that it saves replays, I didn't expect it to. I was just going through the menus, I was like, oh, replays. But I thought I was in the Nintendo 64 records menu, so I thought it had saved the Game Boy Color version of a Nintendo 64 replay. That's not what happened. Birdie? Nope, that's a par. Oh yeah, because I landed in the bunker, right. Not on the green. Well, again, at least I'm consistent. And technically that is possible. Technically, yes, but I don't think they would have thought about it at the time. It also would have meant mapping out the Nintendo 64 fairways and courses. Courses, that's a better word. It means they would have had to map out the Nintendo 64 courses on the Game Boy Color, and at that point they may as well just put them in the Game Boy Color as playable. Also probably not have been even slightly... Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's big enough that they did this. Honestly. I feel like I need to club up. And maybe not go full strength. But I'm worried about that. Should I have gone full strength on that? No, that was pretty fucking good, actually. If I do say so myself. You son of a bitch. Ugh! And I was about to say that I thought the greens on Cooper Highlands were actually pretty flat. They're not. Well, fuck you too, game.
Nice par.
Fine! I'll stay consistent then! Do you want me to stay consistent? I'll stay consistent. Oh, it's raining. It's raining and there's a wind that is in my favor. Which means they should cancel each other out and this should be a fine shot. No hesitation, straight in. I was kind of inspired and looked into things like that because of a scrap prototype I read about for certain favoring games. Huh. Have you used golf balls issued by the tournament? Pretty sure you do. Although, to be fair, I don't know. It's not like you select a golf ball. Closest you come is to selecting a club, and that's pretty much set in stone.
Nice shot.
Could have been better. I actually wasn't expecting to roll that far. I have an idea for a rigged ball with a gyroscope and an inertial reference unit inside. Of course you do, Delimited. Of course you do. Shall we sneak in during the night and plant a magnet inside all of... a really powerful magnet inside all of the golf holes? Holes, not balls. Holes. So it looks like it's rolling, but instead it's just being magnetized towards the hole. And for there to be a couple internet connected games that would send data between each other. Huh. Oh, that's not far enough. Complete loss of concentration on that one. Farming game that would unlock resources for the adventure one. Oh, that's cool. It's sad that a lot of those things back then didn't take fruition, huh? I mean, you had that whole stop and swap thing that is often referenced from Banjo-Kazooie. I think DK64 was supposed to do something as well. Something weird. Don't remember what though. And then what else was there? I mean, there was Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon... well, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2, but that's obvious. Mario Golf. Mario Tennis does something as well. Ooh, for a minute there, I didn't think I was going to make that.
Nice on.
Looked like it was going to crash into the side then and fall down. Ugh. I'll take it. Actually, be a lot easier with today's tech. But unfortunately, these days, the only handheld is a console handheld hybrid. Tech wizardry lesson. Like I said, these days they're not separate devices. Handles, they just aren't mainstream. Yeah. No, I think that's fine. I need to be careful and not rush my shots. Is that supposed to be Peach's castle in the background? Because it doesn't quite look like Peach's castle.
Nice on.
And I would have thought that her... No, I think her castle is on the last course in the game, which we haven't unlocked yet, so I won't spoil it. At least I thought that's where it was. I don't know. Now I'm not sure. Is that too much? That would have gone in, but it curved. There we go, that's better.
Nice par.
All right.
Half turn. You know, we've had this game for as long as we've had the Nintendo 64. And we've had the Nintendo 6... well, not as long, but, you know, within 6 to 12 months or so. Maybe 24 of having the Nintendo 64. Right? And so we've had this game a long time. Because we got the Nintendo 64 when it was not necessarily new, but around probably, I want to say like 19... 98, 1999 was when we got the Nintendo 64. I think I was in year 3 or year 4 when we got it. So we've had this game for ages. And this is the first time it's ever been used with the Game Boy Color with the Game Boy Transfer Pack. To be fair, this is also the first time ever I have owned a copy of the Game Boy Color game. So I keep checking this because I'm not happy with it.
Nice shot.
Is it, game? Is it? You tell me. Is it in the hole? No, but it's actually pretty decently close.
Nice on.
Can I not mess this up for once? Ha! What a joke. I just messed it up. way too much power.
Nice par.
All right.
Consistency. Though if I don't start improving, I'm not going to win this tournament. I actually need to improve.
Nice
Schwack.
shot.
I don't think Mario Golf Toadstool Tour and Mario Power Tennis interacted with their Game Boy Advance variants. I can't remember. I don't think you can transfer your character over. But I think they were still RPGs. The Game Boy Advance versions, anyway.
Nice shot.
Things go alright when you're used to the delay on the TV screen. There's a
Nice
bit of a
on.
dip in the green there. Nice! Got another birdie. I'll take it. Yoshi is winning this tournament. So far. Honestly, I'm kind of finding... Sure, okay, I'm parring a lot. But in general, I'm finding this a little bit easier than... the Toad stage, Toad Highlands. I don't know, it feels as though the weather was not so wacky, if that makes sense. On Toad Highlands, it seems to be quite unpredictable. Here, we've had literally one rainy day. One rainy hole and nothing else. Game. I don't think I can make that. It's not gonna fucking stop me from trying. There's a fucking tree there. What if I go over there? Okay. So, yeah, alright. This is the dumbest shot in the world. Hi, Turtles. Turtle Sage, welcome on in. If this works, I'll be surprised. I'd say that I would eat my hat, but I really don't fancy eating a hat. Well, color me surprised.
Great.
That fucking worked. And now to get a par anyway. That's way too much. What? In? In. Nice. Still on the birdie. I'll take that. I'm coming for you, Yoshi. Just remember, I can't use the mulligan glitch here.
Nice shot.
In other words, if I have a bad shot like that, I can't reset the hole. Okay. Yeah, that was alright. Can't complain. In? In.
Nice par.
Perfect. I didn't screw up my birdie from that last hole, where I almost had an eagle. Oh, Yoshi and I are tied now. Whoa! Yuck. Oh, that wind. That's terrible. That's a wee bit windy. I'm gonna overcompensate for it. I know I am. But yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I did. I went in the middle of the fairway. In other words, I need to basically aim for the water here. This is gonna be another par job. I might be getting a bogey on this. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm getting a bogey on this, no questions. Because there's a hill there. And it's on the hill. Too much. Sod. Oh, this is gonna be a detriment to my score. Oof.
Oh no!
Double bogey. Yep, that puts Yoshi back ahead though, by 1 point. Oh, damn it. Okay, now the weather is turning ugly. 9 meter wind, 7 meter wind, and rain. And it's against me. Yikes. I haven't even been using my power shots here. Ugh, a little rough. Not good. And then burn through 2 power shots on this one hole. After not using them. Oh dear. Still being rough at golf. Still being rough at golf, I'm afraid. Nah, I think that's too sharp of an angle. I think I'll have to approach it. Oh dear. Another bogey. Or a +2. Potentially a +2 if I mess this up. Which I have a funny feeling. Nope, just a bogey. Still not good though. Although Yoshi's not doing much better. So I can relish in the fact that he's not doing better than me. Or much better. No, I think I should club up to make it. And then stop. Right before I go full blast. Yeah, that was too much. And it's very hilly. So I'm not making this. Oh dear. Well, to be fair, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. That's in.
Nice.
So, back on track.
All right.
And Yoshi messed up on a hole, so that puts me ahead by 1 point. Well, not ahead, I'm tied currently, so... Okay, I needed this
Nice shot.
in order to get over there. I'm okay with that as it is, to be honest. Oh dear.
Nice on.
Could have been a bit closer to the hole though. Never mind!
Nice.
Yes.
Excellent. That does put me ahead, and it's the final hole. And there's no wind, and there's no rain. And it's a par 5, so I can blast my power shots. And try to get there in 2 shots. But... Ooh. That's too risky. Bother. I think I played a risk here, and I don't think it worked out too well. I needed that full strength. Yep. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Actually. This is gonna go all over the place. Aside from where I need it to. Yep, now I'm on the other side. The good news is, though, I can now putt.
Nice approach.
And that'll go in. That's
Nice
a par.
par.
Was that enough to win the tournament? Yes, it was, and only just. And I got 3, 4, 5 birdie medals. Huh, I thought I only got like 2 or 3.
Great round of golf.
Okay, let's go.
Nice. Take those.
Here I am.
So I did do it. I don't think I can do the Shy Guy International though. I think I need to have possibly better golfing skills. We could try the Cooper Cup again, but I kind of want to try going against Plum and Charlie and Peach and maybe Mario, just to get a bit more experience and my character up. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
Here I am.
Toad Highlands or Cooper Park or Shy Guy Desert. I mean, we could play Shy Guy Desert just to see how my character handles it. Shy Guy Desert has like long straightaways and also has a lot of wind to deal with. And I mean, if I'm gonna have a bad golf game, Plum's gonna have an even worse golf game. So, this is good practice. We can use this for practice. Plum's just here.
Nice shot.
It's also a good way to tell you that when you're doing a character match, you can play against any character and any course that you like. You don't have to play against the next character that you have to unlock. You don't have to play on any particular course. I typically play on Toad Highland.
Nice shot.
Semi-rough. Ugh, missed it. I did want a full power. I wasn't trying to mess that one up. Oh, me? Really? Okay. Yeah, that's alright. Plum shot was even better. Wow.
Nice approach.
Did I bite off more than I can chew? Dink.
Nice par.
Cool.
All
Oh,
right.
I'll definitely take the par. Plum gets a miss and lose. Do a little bit of an
Nice
hydrate. I can do that. There's no wind here, so I'm expecting the ball to bounce. Also means that I needed to get that shot perfect, and I didn't. If I had gotten that shot perfect... Well, no,
Nice
actually... I'm not sure.
Nice shot.
Curious as to why Plum used a power shot there, though. She's literally on the other side of the green because of that.
Nice on.
Has to use a long putt to get there. Did pretty good, though. That's
Nice
actually
fight.
pretty damn good. However,
Nice birdie.
I got a birdie.
Yes.
Whoops. Messed that up, something shocking. At least I got over the cactus. Cacti? I think it's cacti for plural, isn't it? Yeah. At least I got over the cacti over there. Get the feeling Plum's gonna try and cut around to the other side of the pyramid. Oh, I think I remember this hole. This hole was one of the ones that we did a ring shot challenge on. Can't remember if we finished it, that ring shot challenge, but it was one of those holes. Don't think this was the right play. Okay, it was, but I should have aimed even further to the right. Okay, noted. That wind's a little bit more strong than I thought it was. I wanted to give this one a bit of a whack, because considering my power would be low on it. The white numbers underneath the ball indicate how much actual power you'll be using if you were to hit the ball. So right now it's 98 to 100, which is good. That's what it should be. Whereas before it was down to a 75-80, which is not good. It means you have to hit it a little bit harder. It's either that or I ignore the wind entirely.
Nice approach.
Plum misses. This means it's a sink to win on my end.
Bogey.
Oh.
Nice par.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Nah. Into the window. Very nice, very nice.
Nice shot.
That's something that I could talk about. On the weekend, I was playing Pokemon Soul Silver, just off screen, and holy shit. Chuck's Gym. Can we talk about that for a minute? I get it. I was underleveled, man. I was considerably underleveled for that. But holy shit. The ass whoopings I received. I challenged him 5 times before deciding, nope, too underleveled for this, I'm going to have to go back. I then went back, deliberately, and EV trained all of my Pokemon until they were level 25, right? Now, Chuck's Pokemon are level 29 and 31. I thought I was doing okay. I was wrong. It took me another 6 or 7 tries, yes, I know what I said, before I could beat him. It did not help that I wanted the EVs from his Primeape and Poliwrath for my Aerodactyl and Heracross. That didn't help. But wow. I should not have taken that long to beat him. Not to mention that when I did beat him, he chewed through almost all of my team. I was left with my Aerodactyl who was asleep and my Heracross. And I was on the back foot, which means, like, I was constantly having to heal because he was stopping me. Oh, really? Damn it. It's because I'm too busy talking and complaining about Chuck.
Oh.
Bogey.
The worst thing is, I could have absolutely destroyed him with my Espeon, but I chose not to, because I wanted the EVs. Oh hey look, it's this one that I can't do from the Ring Shot Challenge. Schwack.
Nice shot.
And then when Espeon did come out, and did do considerable damage to his Poliwrath, Espeon was used as a sacrifice play, eventually, and Espeon went down. And then I knocked him down further with my Croconaw, where he got into healing range and used a full fucking heal. So he healed off all of that damage. All of the chip damage that I had been dealing, well, not even chip damage, all of the decent damage I had been doing with Espeon was just gone. It fucking sucked. All of that work for no reason. Thank you, Delimited. Didn't quite want to go full power there, but I
Nice
guess
job.
too late now.
Excellent.
Such a pain in my butt. Plum, you want to give me a go here?
Bogey.
Holy crap.
Oh.
You took like 3 shots in a row. Meanwhile.
Nice
Nuh-uh.
job.
Hi, Doctor. Welcome on in. Ooh. Don't roll, don't roll, don't roll, don't roll, don't roll, don't roll. Whew. Close. So yeah. Also would like to point out, an entire day's worth of training, and I barely scraped by on that gym battle. Was not impressed. I spent all day grinding. Most of my Pokemon were level 20. With only a couple of exceptions. Oh, really? God, look at that curve.
Oh,
Yeah, wow is right, Plum. Wow is right. Wow! You're bad at this game. Gee, thanks, Plum, I know. Don't have to reinforce it. Damn it. It rolled towards me and I was just trying to get it out of the sand. Ping. It's fine, I don't think Plum's gonna get it in on this one either. I say that! Phew, okay, she didn't disappoint me. Oh wow. Oof. Going from a sink to win to a lose is not good. Especially on a bogey. I lost on a bogey, man. Oh boy.
Nice shot.
I feel like I got something in my eye. Hopefully it's not allergies already playing up. It's too early for allergies, man. But this would be around the time that I start getting allergies. Sometimes it's not something in my eye, it's the fact... I know this is probably gonna gross someone out, but sometimes it's like the inside of my eyelid actually gets puffy, and it rubs up against my eye, and that's what causes the irritation. So it may not even be something in my eye, it could just be that. Which sucks. And I'm scraping by adorably. Not adorable though. I'm so bad at reading the green. I don't know which way to aim. Whoops! I'm surprised I didn't go further. I think Plum's got this one.
Bogey.
Finally in.
Oh no!
Nice par.
Alright. Bring that back a little bit. bunker.
Oh. too bad.
Wow! Should get that as an alert on my stream or something. Wow! Then people can play it when I'm bad at video games. Wow! You're bad! Well, that was better than I expected. I was expecting to end up on the other side of the course. That was an interesting camera angle. Had to spin to keep up with the ball. Too much or too little? Nope, just enough.
All right.
Ugh. Definitely gonna have to take 3 shots on this one to get to the green. Especially since I used 3 power shots to get to this point, and it's only hole 9. Have to be a bit more careful. Keep rolling. Ugh. Not sure about that one. Feels like I'm gonna need another shot to get to the hole, actually. Like I'm gonna need 2 more shots to get there. Doesn't feel like this one carried me far enough. I am heading into the wind. Directly into it.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice on.
Nice! I'll take that. Three more medals to go. Ugh.
Nice shot.
Oh. Don't like that. That's a little too close for
Nice
comfort.
on.
That's concerning. Sorry, I moved the control stick slightly, and my controller gave the most concerning little squeak. I know it was not my chair. It was not my microphone arm. It was my Nintendo 64 controller. I have never heard a Nintendo 64 controller make that kind of squeak. Actually, I've never heard a Nintendo 64 controller squeak. But the control stick just made a weird little squeak, and it distracted me on that one. I was like, what was that? Not sure if anyone heard that, but wow. Now I'm fiddling with it. I want to make it make the squeak again. Ooh. Thought you had that in there, Plum. Had me worried for a second. I thought you were gonna do good! For a split second. Woo! Sorry, I just really wanted to take a look at that hill in the background there, because I was like, wait, is that part of the green? Or part of the fairway? I'm pretty sure it's part of the fairway. Couldn't see the pattern on the grass very well. Oof. That's not good. Plum, you might have this one on me.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, she's got that. No problem.
Nice par.
Take note of where she's aiming and where she's ending up. No, let's not do that. I have a feeling Plum's gonna try and cut out that corner on the course. I'm gonna play it a little bit more safe than that. Oops. Would have been good if I could roll onto the green. So I'm definitely not earning birdie I was gonna say! I'm definitely not gonna earn birdie medals here if I was to play, in a tournament. So I'd have to be very careful. Tis flat. Mostly. Be a hell of a putt, though. Damn it. Too much strength. Oh, that's not enough. Oof. Oh. Cool. That's a sink to win on my part.
Oh.
That went from bad to good.
Oh,
Even if it was still a bogey. Still counts.
Nice on. Nice on.
Oh dear. Do not like this angle much. And we're going downhill too. Oh. Almost had that right. Almost. Excuse me. I'm tired. It was a busy day at work today. Okay. Nope, I'm not crazy. It squeaked. The control stick squeaked. Listen, I know you're old. I know I've had you since I was a kid, but come on. No squeaking. I didn't even know Nintendo 64 controllers could squeak like mice, but here we are. Definitely not far enough. I should have gone a bit further.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Plum had the ability to read the green, and I just couldn't. Squeaky, squeaky indeed. I think this is another ring shot hole. Slowly turning into a mouse. Mm-hmm. Slowly beginning the transformation.
Nice shot.
Oh. I'm so sorry, I didn't see that. Let me get on with that stretch for you. I'm so sorry, I didn't see that.
Too bad.
Oh, okay then. That happened. Damn, I took my eyes off the screen for a second, and Plum got into an OB. That's gonna cost you. Heavily. Heading into an OB or a water hazard like that costs 2 shots, so... In other words, don't do it. I don't even know where she ended up, to be honest. She kind of ended up where the pyramid thing was. Because if she did, then that would have been a bunker. Pretty sure that whole pyramid's a bunker. At least I thought it was. Oof. Yeah, I could have sworn that whole pyramid's a bunker. Aww. +2.
Oh.
But I know she would have gotten into what's called the
Nice
waste
heart.
area.
All
I don't
right.
know whether, like, would that be that yellowish sand there that's in the background? How did she get all that way over there? Dormy hole! The good music! I mean, to be fair, it's all pretty good music. I just like the dormy hole. Music, I should say.
Oh. 4. Oh no! Hurry up! Wonderful! Ah, yeah! Excellent! Good shot!
I was like, wait, have I taunted as the kid yet? No, I haven't. Raya Hey with the hydrate and the stretch, I can do that. Also, hi Raya Hey, welcome on in. Here, I'll take my shot and then I'll do the stretchies. Don't like this. That wind is a bit too much. If I mess this up and I end up in the bunker, I'm in trouble. In other words, let's not mess this up.
Nice job.
Could be better, honestly, Raya Hey. How about you? Also, felt my back crack. Oh, for hugs, I appreciate it. I'm just a bit eepy. Same here, honestly.
Nice on.
May even call an early stream. Maybe. Try and get a little bit more sleep. Maybe. I don't know yet. Oh, that was terrible. Don't clap that! That was awful!
Nice on.
Ugh. Nyong. I always love how in the middle and long putts the ball just rockets off. Claps and yay. Nyong. Not quite. Which means... That means that Plum gets another shot.
Bogey.
Oh.
Sing to win. I win!
All right.
Nice! It's also good because doing that gives me, things as well. I don't know how the transfer works on this entirely. Like, I feel like I could transmit my points now, but if I do that, then if I transmit new points, would they be overwritten? And I think they would be overwritten. The game's not entirely smart. I don't think it would, like, if I transmitted now and then played more rounds with my character and transmitted those experience points back, I don't think it would double my experience points when I insert it into the Game Boy Color. I think it would only do it once, and it would be the most recent transmission that I've done. So, or the most recent games that I have played between the transmits. So, I feel as though I should keep going and build up one lump sum.
Here I am.
So get character, and then we'll play against Charlie.
Here I am.
Yeah, sure, we can go to Toad Highlands, why not? Get character match is essentially a skins match anyway.
Nice shot.
I'm not gonna get used to Charlie saying nice shot. Nice shot! Weird voice. Fun fact, Charlie was the character that my mum often used.
Nice on.
Sorry, my controller squeaked again. It's bothering me now. Now that I've noticed it, I can't shut it out of my brain. Controller, you're getting old.
Nice shot.
Still the original control stick, by the way. Not a whole lot of stick
Nice
drift,
on.
but it does get bad when you're playing games like Super Mario 64 and such. On this, it's not too bad because you're kind of keeping the control stick stationary anyway. Oh, wow.
Birdie. Who's the man?
I forgot Charlie did that.
Nice birdie.
Well, I'll raise you a birdie and see you a birdie then, Charlie. Let's see if you can keep it up. Squeaked again. Every time you see me look down, it's me looking at my controller going, you squeaked. What is this unnatural noise emanating from my Nintendo 64 controller?
Nice on.
Just normal noise, there's nothing to see here. Sure, when I want it to happen. Just a little bit of chaos. Just a polite little bit. See, now that squeak comes from my chair. There's a distinct squeak that comes from the chair. That's different. Damn, I'm surprised I got that. Okay. Oh, speaking of Mario, the Lego sets got leaked. The new ones coming out, they're coming out in January, I think, next year. And they are minifig scale. I'm very excited. I don't know what's going on with Peach, considering the screenshot, but everyone else looks good.
Nice shot.
And I'm very keen to see them. We're also definitely getting different character variations, because there's like a Fire Mario and a Fire Luigi set. And I'm just looking at it all and going, oh no, my what? Yeah, the minifigs aside from Peach, look good, from what I have seen. And the sets sound pretty interesting. Though not entirely sure how much I'm going to want the Mario Kart sets if I can get the minifigs elsewhere. What squeak noises come from you? I don't know. I think they're less squeaks and more moans of being old.
Oh, too bad.
Okay, Charlie, no need to be that condescending. That was even more condescending than Plum. Wow. Hey, Charlie. Wow! Fucking hell. Oh, I need that on my stream too. My noises are cracks. Blech. I was too busy focused on trying to get the dot in the spot that I wanted that I messed up my shot entirely.
Nice par.
I'm getting some incredible putts. Don't whiff! You whiffed.
Oh.
Some of the characters say in Mario Golf and Mario Golf Toadstool 2 are great. That was a crap shot. You know what's not great? That shot. Well, at least it's on the fairway.
Nice shot! Nice shot!
I find it funny how some of these original characters never returned. Plum and Charlie didn't. And all the Game Boy Color characters didn't either. My controller let out the faintest of squeaks and as I moved it. Is that even gonna get there? Nope.
Oh!
Too bad.
Nope. See, Charlie, you clubbed down and then didn't do a full power shot. Or you clubbed up and didn't do a full power shot. I'm clubbing up and doing a full power shot. That got me on the green.
Nice on.
Power shot. Okay. Oh, you're on the green at least. And you're closer than I am, so... And I just messed up my shot. But I am parring that.
Nice touch.
I have a feeling that would have skipped over the hole even if you did get it in, Charlie.
Bogey. Oh.
I'd say wow, but I've forgotten how you said it. All I know is that I made a good comment on it.
Nice par.
All right.
Wind, carry my ball to victory. Please.
Nice shot.
This feels like an awkwardly calculated shot. Wind, carry my ball.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Nice on.
That's not enough. That's how far it is away from me, but I'm gonna need a little bit more oomph than that. That would have gone in, Charlie, if you'd gotten it.
Nice
Unfortunately,
par.
I got mine in, so that's a sink to win on that one, so I'll take that. Oh dear. It's a rubber shot, but the weather's not exactly great either. Well, I made it on the green, so I'll take that.
Nice
And I'm
on.
not too far away from the hole, so I'll take that too. Now let's see what Charlie does.
Nice
I
shot.
think Charlie needs some slightly longer clubs. He's bending his back awfully badly when he takes a
Nice on.
when he takes a swing. Look how far he's bending over. You shouldn't have to bend that far over, mate. Nope. Nope.
Birdie.
I'm in.
Yes.
Nice. Oh wow. I'm gonna try and whack over there and see what happens. Where does that put me? As an experiment. Right in the middle of the fairway, actually. Charlie, I think you might have wanted to hit that a little bit more to the right. Or left. No, you got in the middle of the fairway too. Not far from me. Alright, I'll give you that one. Bunker. No, semi-rough. Alright. My controller squeaked all the way.
Nice shot.
Squeak, 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 squeak. It's the faintest of squeaks too, and I don't know when it's going to happen, so I can't just lift it up to the
Nice
microphone and expect it. And when I try to cause it myself, I can't. Sink to win. That's a long putt. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Too much? Nope, just it. Jeez, man. Doing really well on these long putts, all of a sudden. Sink to win, float to lose.
Nice shot.
Kind of forgot that my ball turned into a fireball if I got a perfect power shot. And it caught me a little off guard and almost made me jump. What's funny was that I was mentally thinking about it earlier. I was like, oh yeah, my shot turns into a fireball if I get a power shot perfect. And then it hasn't happened all night, and then all of a sudden it happened, and I scared myself. Bob to draw? Yeah, I'm not making that. Okay. Wait, did I put my Tamagotchi to sleep? No, I did not. So it's done poops. Sorry. Have to be a Tamagotchi dad for a minute. Charlie? What the fuck was that shot? Glad I looked up. Sorry. You know, it would be nice if I could screen this, but I can't screen my Tamagotchi, unfortunately. Raising another Tamagotchi, well, not another, but I am raising another, Tamagotchi Paradise. I was raising the Uni last week, and I have decided that that $200 device was not worth it. I do seem to prefer the Tamagotchi Paradise. So, right on Saturday, my Tamagotchi, when I woke up, my Tamagotchi asked, hey, I want to go live on my own and be independent from now on. And I'm like, okay. So I set it off on its own little way, and it presented me with some eggs, and I was like, yeah, cool, no, I'm done with the Tamagotchi Uni, I'm gonna put this away for now. So, I turned it off, which is awkward because it didn't come with an off button. So you have to press the reset button and then hold the, I think it's the A and C buttons together. And you have to make sure it's updated as well. It doesn't... The Tamagotchi Uni has the ability to update itself via Wi-Fi, so you need to connect it to the Wi-Fi in order to do that, and that was an issue in and of itself, but we won't get into that just yet. And the, what am I doing here? And so I turned it off and been eyeing off the Tamagotchi Paradise White Glacier variant, but it's only just come out, and my sister's been keeping an eye on it for me, and she went to the shops earlier than I did on Saturday morning, because I do a weekly shop, and on Saturday mornings, and my sister got there first to the shops, and she called me and was just like, hey, I got a present for you. come meet me outside here, and I'm like, okay. And she just handed me the Tamagotchi White Glacier variant, and I'm like, oh, that solves my issue then. I was wondering what I was going to raise next, because I was probably just going to go back to the Tamagotchi Paradise Blue Ocean that I had. So it worked out pretty well. Yeah, the Tamagotchi Uni is it's a device that is updatable via Wi-Fi, whereas the Tamagotchi Paradise doesn't have updates. But that also means that they do events and stuff, and I thought it would be pretty cool, but I'm kind of left underwhelmed. I actually kind of prefer the Tamagotchi Paradise. And I wonder if that's because you can, like, raise a multitude of different Tamagotchis compared to the Tamagotchi Uni, where it feels as though that's a bit more limiting. Even if you do some of the events, which gives you extra Tamagotchis to unlock and raise. Also, my favorite two Tamagotchis, which are on the Paradise because they were made for the Paradise, are not on the Tamagotchi Uni. There's an event currently going that's free, but you can't unlock them to be raised. So Itakachi and Meowchi are unavailable. And they have quickly become my favorite Tamagotchis. Kinda wish Tamagotchi took hold better. I mean, it kinda took hold here. And it took hold for a while, and it's coming back, but it's not very popular. I'm lucky in the fact that I can just go to the store and I can actually buy a Tamagotchi still. Like, these came from the store, aside from the Tamagotchi Uni. I bought that one online. Especially because I wanted the white variant that only released in Japan. But even if you don't want the white variant, it's hard to come across them, and they're very expensive. And they're not sold here. But the Tamagotchi Paradise, I was actually surprised that it's actually being sold physically here in Australia. You can walk into a toy store and buy it. Which is surprising, because they're not cheap. $69, by the way. So much that could have been done with them that would have been far more interesting than mobile junk. And they do continually adapt and adjust. Like, Tamagotchi Paradise is pretty cool. And it's brand new. Tamagotchi Paradise released this year. Or maybe not this year, but last year. Although, the White Glacier variant that I'm holding in my hand right now, that released this year. Also, I should put my Tamagotchi to bed. Ah yes, traditional Skylar Starter streams. We have to stop to take care of our Tamagotchis and Digimons.
Nice shot.
Is that gonna make every instance a uniquely modified one? I mean, that's kind of what they did with the Digimon devices. Each Digimon device raises different characters. And they're still doing that to this day, because they like money. That's what they did with the Digimon colors. Every single Digimon version color device raises different ones. People go shiny hunting for specific Tamagotchis. Oh god. I mean, to be fair, you can kind of do that with the shells as well. The Digimon Virtual Pet version 20th keeps getting re-releases. Kind of makes me sick. But there's a new one that's just come out with a really cool Agumon design. Unfortunately, I already have 3 Digimon version 20ths. So, I don't want another one. It's literally the same device, no changes. It just looks different. Oh dear, that was terrible. very decorative. It looks pretty cool. And if I didn't have a DM20th, then sure, okay, I would buy it, but unfortunately, I have 3 of them. And there's not much of a difference in the Digimon you can raise between the 3 of them. In fact, 2 of them are the same. And because of a bit of a fuck-up on Bandai's part, English-speaking countries never got 2 of the releases that had different Digimon. Okay, I feel like that should have gone a lot further.
Bogey.
Oh no!
Bogey. Oh.
So yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying the White Glacier. It also has a tropical Meowchi and a ice Irakachi or snow Irakachi or something. So I get variants, which is very cool.
Nice shot!
I did get a Meowchi and an Irakachi on my Blue Ocean device.
Nice shot!
The one thing that I did like about the Tamagotchi Uni is the fact that it had a USB-C charging point, so it does actually have a rechargeable battery inside of it. Some people don't like that. I liked it. The Tamagotchi Paradise, unfortunately, the good news is with the Tamagotchi Paradise, it doesn't run on coin button batteries, which is good because some countries ban coin button batteries, so they can't sell it there, or other Tamagotchis there. But this one runs on AAAs. Unfortunately, that also means it's slightly more expensive to run it. However, I do have rechargeable AAA batteries now, so I just whacked a couple of those in this one. I had some AAA batteries still lying around, so I just used those on the Blue Ocean device. And then the intention was to play that until the battery died, and it did. So that's when I swapped over to the Uni, because by then the Uni had arrived. And then, like I said, I just didn't enjoy the Uni very much.
Nice approach.
It's like a really weird thing to complain about. How dare you let me recharge my thing? I think it's because the rechargeable battery can die over time. I think that's the problem with it. Like, eventually it will wear out, and then it's almost impossible to replace.
Bogey.
Doable, if you know how to solder, and are okay with working with tiny little things like that.
All right!
Nice!
Here I am! Here I am!
Cooper Park, why not? We played on the other two. See, I can kind of see why they would complain.
Nice shot.
But, yeah, I prefer the rechargeable batteries. Because then you can recharge it whilst, like, you're on your computer or something like that. You know, you can just plug it in. That's what I liked about the Digimon version colors, was the fact that they had rechargeable batteries and were in full color. Both the Tamagotchi Uni and the Tamagotchi Paradises are in full color, which is great, but the Tamagotchi Paradise uses AAA batteries. Triky's clothes? Sorry, way too warm for them. Hi, Cousin Cosmic. You're on a 30 stream streak, my goodness. How you doing, cousin? We're talking about Tamagotchis. And virtual pets. I should make a video about them someday. This isn't me promising anything, mind you. Just me shooting ideas. I've had an idea of doing one. Should do one for each, like one for Tamagotchis and one for Digimon. Since I like both.
Nice on.
I was adamant on like sticking to Digimon this entire time, and then I kind of looked at the Tamagotchi Paradise and was like, you know what? Oh wow, holy shit.
Nice birdie.
Okay. Maybe it's dimethyl tryptamine? Wait, what is delimited? Please go in. Ah, bother. Gonna lose this first hole. Wow. Maybe it's... So I added a different one. I can't remember what I said where I started the sentence was
Nice
maybe
shot.
it's... Squeaked again. That was a loud one! Excuse you! Phew.
Nice shot.
Okay. If I'm not gonna make it to the green, then I would be better off playing it safe.
Nice shot.
Oh, really? Damn.
Nice on.
Is that gonna make it? It would have if I just curved it right. Thought that was gonna fall in. Nice!
Par.
Ever hearing about a golfing robot that always hit the ball the right distance with the right amount of power, provided it was given good intel?
Nice shot!
It's not quite what I wanted. Thanks to the camera angles, it can be hard to tell sometimes if your ball is even going to make it to the green or not. Your ball starts falling in midair and you just go, uh-oh. Seem like military fire control systems that I'm more familiar with. The system needs to know exactly where it is, its altitude, height above sea
Nice
level,
approach.
slant, range to the target, and such to compute the firing solution. Probably. It might also need to know the, it would also need to know the weather conditions, like it would need to know the wind speed, as well as whether or not it's raining, and how hard, maybe how hard it is, how hard it's raining, I should say. Because that all affects your golf ball as well.
Nice par.
All right!
Which is why I'm glad that Mario Golf tells you that sort of stuff.
Nice par.
Although,
All right!
it's either raining or it's not raining. But it tells you the wind speed and the direction of the wind speed. Altitude is in its facing,
Nice
altitude
shot.
was covered by height above sea level. Ah, okay. That was alright. It was pretty good.
Nice on.
But it would need to know the wind speed as well. Wind speed, direction, and rain is what I'm saying. Yes, of course it would need local weather sensing, air pressure, wind speed, and direction and such. And again, whether or not it's raining. Your golf ball is surprisingly light, so rain is going to affect it. And push it down. I remember reading something interesting, or seeing something interesting about like the little dimples in the golf balls, and how that actually makes them more aerodynamic or something, rather than a perfect sphere. I don't know. Fuck. Combat vehicles have these kinds of sensors. While they generally can't read the weather from where the target they are aiming at, they can guesstimate it a lot. That was a mistake, and I should have had that.
Nice par.
All right!
Oh, I'm surprised I still won that, actually. Hold on, I thought Peach had a shot there. Oh well, I'll take it. Also, we'll see how long this takes, and go from there. I might play against Baby Mario tonight, and I might not. Depends on how long it takes to beat Peach. Not confident with that one. That's a bunker. Never mind, it made it over. See what I mean? The camera angle is very misleading sometimes.
Nice on.
I thought for sure I was going in the bunker on that one. And I was surprised when I didn't. Kevin? Damn it. It's okay, Peach missed too.
Bogey. Nice par.
Nice.
All right.
Oh sure, now I get my power shots perfect.
Nice shot.
When it doesn't matter. Now I'm just playing for the experience points. Though, this doesn't seem to be earning me a lot. I feel as though I should be playing the tournaments. The tournaments would gain me more experience points, significantly more, and they would work up towards the next hole as well on the N64 version. So I'd actually be better off playing those. Oh dear. I feel like I'm just doing this for the sake of ticking off the characters against my character card. Like which characters I've played against and which ones I haven't.
Nice shot.
Nice on.
I was gonna club down, but then I remembered the rain. Anything I kinda wanna club up. And then not hit full pelt. I always tend to when I don't want to go full pelt, I always tend to aim for that notch right before full pelt. And assume that's good enough. Thank you for the headpad still limited. tie would be fine. Don't curve. Thank you.
Nice car.
It was starting to curve.
Alright.
Oh, with the stretch, I can do that.
Nice car.
Yeah, I figured she would get that one. That's why I wanted to make sure I got that in on par. Ugh. Thank you for stretches. And the hydrate too. Don't want to hit this too far, because I feel like if I hit that at full strength, I'm going straight in the bunker, so I'd rather not do that. Play it safe. Though I'm fairly certain I could have jumped the bunker there if I had gone, like, full blast on a power shot. That would require me getting a perfect power shot. And my record with those is not exactly 50%. Which is bad enough.
Nice on.
We need our pet redeem Weeder. This one's on my computer, problems are sorted. Right now I don't want to do anything. It's bad enough that the stream almost broke today, but I'd rather not go back into that again. Not tonight. Considering I spent 20 minutes talking about it earlier. Pretty decent, actually. A blah?
Nice birdie.
Excuse me, how did you get that? Since I first got here. How long have you been following Forward Limited, I wonder? Way more than a year at this point. Probably even 2, I
Nice shot.
believe. I want to say you're pushing 2 at least. Have to be at this point, surely. There you go, since July 2nd, 2024. Yeah, so you've just gone over your 2-year point. It's pretty spot on then with that guess. Oh, I feel like I messed up. And Cosmic.
Nice on.
Surprised that still made it. But I'm more surprised with how far onto the green I got. Don't you dare. Ooh,
Nice.
I would have said words. I mean, I suppose I would have done that anyway. What an astounding threat from Skylar here. Oh, I would have said words. Yeah, as opposed to not saying them. Ah!
Nice touch.
Turn around and went at the right angle. And it's like,
Nice
wee, 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 wee.
Alright.
Nice par.
Cousin Kin said that the other day that I believe it was you, Delimited, that it makes you happy when we all say Wii U a little different. And I almost turned around and said I should start saying it like the Nintendo Wii U console. Wii U, Wii U, Wii U.
Nice shot.
Just to annoy you. Makes me smile. Wee wee wee. From everyone makes me smile. You haven't squeaked in a while, controller. There's a squeak there. Got my favorite renditions of it.
Oh, too bad.
That is a bunker.
Nice shot.
Okay, I should have clubbed up on that one. Nice touch sounds weird, like back when they were all
Nice on.
touch is good. Marketing back when the DS was new. What the fuck?
Wonderful.
Nice birdie.
Excuse me. But what the fuck? Please get that in. Oh, thank goodness.
birdie.
Thank goodness it was flat. Peach is holding her own here. She's giving me a run for my money. I'm actually surprised with how much challenge she's putting up. I'm not sure we're gonna have time for Baby Mario, to be honest. This wasn't as clean of a sweep as I expected it to be. And even if I wasn't expecting a clean sweep, I was certainly expecting a bit of an easier time. That's a tree. That's a hill. There you go on over it. Well, at least you rolled out of the rough. That's a tree. Unfortunately, I kind of have to hit her here.
Nice shot.
Cool. Didn't clip the tree.
Oh, too bad.
I mean, landed in the bunker, which isn't great. Freaked out at the last second. Although that worked in my favor considerably. That was a great approach shot. Too much. Yep. Fucking hell. Gosh darn it.
Bogey.
Should have had that in on the first shot.
Oh
Lined up perfectly and everything. I messed it up completely.
Bogey.
Hurry up!
Oops. Well, that was me playing. Okay, I needed that full power if I'm gonna get over that rough. And I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get over it. Nope! Ah, damn it. The gamble didn't pay out. Shoot. That's actually bad. That's really bad, actually.
Nice on.
Ah. Damn it. Oh wow. I was not expecting the way that bounced. It almost bounced into the hole. My only saving grace is that I'm pretty confident in saying Peach doesn't have this. Though she did hit the hole. That scares me. Nice. Okay, she messed up. In? Oh, it curved! Damn it! It curved at the last possible second, and the worst possible moment.
Bogey.
It's in. Oh, it's a tie.
Oh,
Also, I'm not sure exactly, but I think if you hit the Koopa Troopa shells on this course,
Bogey.
and the spiny Koopa shells, it makes a Koopa Troopa noise, I think. I'm not sure though, and I'm not willing to test it out. In the middle of such a heated match.
nice shot!
Hey Helios, welcome on in. Hitting balls scares you? No, hitting Koopa shells. Hitting balls? Nah, that's fine. Done that plenty of times.
Nice
Tonight.
shot.
In this game. You gonna go for that? Alright. I mean, if you think you can make it, why
Nice
not?
shot!
Nice.
Nice shot.
Is that gonna get there? It did. That was impressive. If I do say so myself.
Great.
That's gonna roll just off into the green edge there. But she's probably got this in.
Nice approach.
Wow. Good news is I've got 2 shots to mess with. So if I miss this one, which I
Nice
didn't,
Yahoo! Yes!
I messed that one up, which I didn't. I would still have one more shot left.
Nice shot.
Not sure if I widely miscalculated there. I didn't quite get on the green, but at least I'm on the fairway. That's not even gonna make it, Peach. Where are you going?
Oh!
Did you aim for that bunker? Because it kind of feels as though you aimed for that. Meanwhile, I'm on the unfairway. Okay, that wasn't nearly enough. I should have given that more oomph. Okay, it's flat the entire way. The ball's still bloody curved, though. Because of course it did. Oh, and Peach got a sink to win, too. Is that too much, though? Yep, just too much. So we're gonna tie this one. As long as I make it in and she makes it in, we're gonna tie.
Bogey. Bogey.
There we go. Oh well. From an eagle to a tie. On a bogey. Oof. I'm not going to adjust my shot because I know that the wind's just going to blow my ball back in my face. Well, that's just peachy. So I'm not going to make that first little bit. Though I could have made it a bit further, that would have been nice. Can't club up anymore. Yeah. I wonder if I shouldn't use a power shot then. Not sure if this is too much or not enough. Jeez, it was barely enough. Wow. Okay, I'm glad that I used the power shot now. I thought that was a waste. Luckily, I got the power shot right, for a start.
Nice shot!
And it still only just made it. Jeez. This does put me one stroke ahead of Peach, though, which is good. Bloody hell. Peach is a bit of a wild card. Sometimes she's really good with the putting, and sometimes she's completely rubbish. And I'm very much the same. I actually expected that to zip over the hole. I'll take it though. Okay, one more medal or 2 ties to win this. And I think we'll call it a stream there, because I did not sleep well last night, owing to certain things. I'd rather take my... Oops. I'd rather take a rest. So, I think we'll play this round out, and then we'll call it a stream there, right? I mean, we did a tournament and we did 3 character matches, so... I feel like now I need to like start using the characters from the Nintendo 64 because I don't think my character is gonna level up enough to participate in any tournaments. I might have to grind off screen. Oh my god. Imagine that, grinding for a golf RPG off screen. I mean, I could just play the tournaments. Like, it wouldn't be too intense or anything like that. Just play the tournaments that I've already played for you guys. So... But then I have to watch out because I don't want to get a birdie medal on things that I don't have birdie medals on. If that makes sense. You know, do the main stuff on screen, including getting all the birdie medals. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna quite make it. Might want to try that one again. Try that again. Meanwhile, over in putting land. Too much. And it curved. More importantly, it curved. If it hadn't curved, I think that would have gone in just fine. Okay, I've still got a sink to win, because you messed up the putt. Yep.
Bogey.
Winning on a bogey. Gotta love it. That's it. Alright, let's transmit. Transmit my records and experience points. Also, I like how my drive is 234 here. But then if you go into the one-player mode, it's adjusted down to 222. Oof. It's like, excuse me, you're chopping my points. Alright, well, like I said, due to certain things, I think I'm gonna end it here tonight, alright? As much as I would like to keep going, I'm gonna end it here for tonight. Tomorrow night, look forward to more Ratchet & Clank Road to Rift Apart, where we are playing through every single Ratchet & Clank game. And we're still really early into it. We're still only at Ratchet & Clank 3. We should be much further in the series than that. And it's not because I'm playing badly, it's just because of everything going on. So... we will stay tuned for that one. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow night for that. On Wednesday night, I should be hopefully playing the rest of Croc Legend of the Gobos over on Kin's stream. I'm not playing, but Cousin Kin is playing, so stay tuned for that one as well. That's over on Kin's stream. In the meantime... just out of curiosity, what time is it for you? Most of the Australian streamers I watch at 15 hours different from me. It is currently 10:37 PM. So you are, as it's 10:37 AM, it's exactly 12 hours. Direct opposite. Now, there is a bean that I wanted to go right out to. It's a bean that I believe needs a bit of support. my friend Crimson, literally as I went live tonight, announced that he is coming back to streaming. He has not been streaming for over 16 months. Simply because of his situation. And I want to go and support him because he has not been doing well at all mentally during this entire time. I won't go into the story. I'm sure Crimson's spending a lot of time going into the story himself. So I'm gonna let him do all of the talking. If you have any questions, maybe ask him. But yeah, he lost... Quick rundown is he lost his job and sank deep into depression and hasn't had any luck getting a job. So, and on top of that, his support payments, they just ran out. So he is in dire straits and desperate need of money at the moment. So I'm going to go and raid him and give him a lot of support. All right, so give him some love, give him support, and I will see you guys on Tuesday night, tomorrow night for Ratchet and Clank 3. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for letting me vent a little bit about problems. Good night, everyone.